Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to technically our playoff predictions for the 2021-22 NFL season, ending over on week 18. All of the slots are there, and we are ready for an exciting postseason of a lot of drama, a lot of upset, or a lot of disappointment. Some teams have some playoff aspirations. Some probably could give us the same results as last year. Either than that, I am very excited to go over this right now because we have teams that have been eliminated. The teams that have been eliminated are pretty predictable, and some are a bit, close. They were pretty close making it over to making it to the postseason. Teams that have been eliminated are Jaguars, Lions, Texans, Giants, Jets, obviously, Panthers, Bears, Broncos, Falcons, Seattle Seahawks that came off an upset against the Arizona Cardinals, Washington football team after snuffing out the Giants, Baltimore Ravens, and of course the Cleveland Browns that had huge playoff hopes after a 10-win season last season, Minnesota Vikings, Los Angeles Chargers after getting upsetted by the Raiders, and don't forget about the Miami Dolphins. I'm just I'm really glad to also, with the teams that have been eliminated, we're going to go over a lot of teams that are going to be there in the postseason to make it over to the Lombardi Trophy. And the person that's joining me in these predictions, please welcome Rated R BFB.
Yo, what's up? How's everyone
What
doing?
is going on, sir?
We got a lot to talk about today.
Oh boy, I'm pretty scared.
We haven't made playoff predictions.
We haven't been in the postseason since 2019, and that was Super Bowl against Super Bowl 51.
I think it'll be a close game though.
I'm feeling over it's a close game. I know a YouTuber by the name YTC. They actually had us winning by I think 4 points, 3 points.
I can go either way. It depends how the 49ers defense does. That's gonna be to me. If Nick Bosa, you need the defense to do good.
We're clutch, but I don't know how clutch we are stuffing up over that backfield. The only positive that we do have that the Cowboys have declined in since the last time the Cowboys were in the playoffs was an O-line. They don't have that anymore. So I'm pretty confident that we can stack it up defensively, but for offense, it can be hand in hand if our offense drops the ball or not.
Oh, I think it's good that Giants hired Joe Judge. Like, there's no reason to keep him. I can't believe they waited a day. They should have been yesterday, but whatever.
Yeah, it could have been yesterday.
It should have been. He's not good. Did you see what he did on Sunday? He sneaked the ball on 3rd and 9.
Yes, I saw, and that was on their own side of the field, by the way.
That's horrible.
That's fucking awful.
I thought he said he wanted to try. They're clearly wasn't trying.
I had more optimism when they were getting rid of Jason Garrett.
I know. Well, he blamed him. It seemed like it wasn't his fault.
At least when the Jets were doing a draw play over 3rd down, they were 2 yards away trying to get up in the red zone. It was in the goddamn red zone.
The Jets didn't. At least the Jets tried. The Giants don't even try.
They don't.
But at least they got rid of Judge. Because if they kept Judge, then there would have been no optimism for anyone.
I wouldn't mind if they pull a Fran Tarkenton and they try to sign a Viking, a good part of the Vikings. Even though I don't feel like Mike Zimmer was that impressive, only making 3 playoff appearances.
I think he's get Flores or the guy from Buffalo, Davil. Because I can't believe Flores got let go because he was a really good coach in my opinion. It wasn't his fault that the front office drafted 2 over Herbert.
I agree.
He was a good coach. They tried every week. Like they had a winning streak, 2 winning seasons in a row. Like he should have stayed. That didn't make sense. Unless something happened, we don't know.
I don't know if it's something that he had. I think it came over the
fight with the GM.
It could be a fight with the GM over because they were trying to tease over getting Deshaun Watson.
Oh yeah, apparently he wanted Watson, so I don't think the Dolphins are gonna get Watson now. Apparently Watson wanted to. Maybe there's no trade calls to go to Miami. So
it's gonna be a big market to get a guy like Deshaun Watson, and I think they dropped the ball there.
Yeah, now they have Tua, which I don't know about him. He's still weird.
Ooh, excuse me. But Who you're pulling for the Niners and Cowboys game?
I think the Niners, yeah. But, it would be cool to see the Cowboys lose.
We hate the Cowboys so much because
I think the best. The most game I'm most excited for is the Bills and Patriots. I'm excited for that game. It's gonna be like cold weather, a winter football game in Buffalo. Last time they played in cold weather, the Patriots just ran the ball and the Bills couldn't stop that. So it'll be interesting how they respond to that.
Yeah, and plus they have the biggest field advantage coming out of all this, and this might be a big rivalry game because this is their third meeting the entire regular season, and weather has been a problem for the Bills, especially Patriots. Gillette Field has been a problem,
and also the Patriots will take advantage of Josh Allen's mistakes. Because Belichick will do that, and they can make him like throw the interceptions, fumble. It's gonna be close though, but I think the Bills can win. This is a hard one to predict.
It is a tough one to predict.
I think the two blowout games will be.
I still want to pull for the Bills.
Yes, I think the two blowout games I think the two lock games are the Bucs beating the Eagles and the Chiefs beating the Steelers. I think those two games we can all agree that Chiefs and Bucs will win.
Also, did you hear about what's going on with Heinz Field? The Heinz name is going to expire soon.
Oh, really? Well,
yeah.
I guess they're. I still think that Chargers. I think you saw a Chargers and Raiders game, right? That was a crazy game. That was the best game of the season, in my opinion. Cause it felt like a playoff game.
It's two desperate teams in a playoff situation trying to push over because they have matching records. And I think it's going to be a lot of Bengals fans over in that arena than Raiders fans coming in because the Bengals have the least amount, still have a more aggressive franchise than the Raiders.
See where that game is though.
Because the real Raiders fans are still
Cincinnati.
in Oakland.
Oh yeah, it's a Cincinnati game. Yeah, it is.
Oh wow! So that's going to be big home field
advantage. The Bengals won the division.
And we haven't seen the Raiders in the postseason. I'm very excited. Maybe because I have more faith that Cincinnati can reach the second round.
I think making the conference finals. I have faith. I think he can make that run because that's how good their offense is.
I don't want to doubt. I really don't want to doubt.
I love Burrow. I think he's amazing.
Burrow is impressive, but I think he's impressive in stats when he's in pressure. Because I remember last season he didn't care whenever he got hit. He's going to be facing off against teams that have good front sevens, like if he ever faced the Bills or Patriots.
And the Raiders have a good deep line also with Max Crosby. Yeah. They can crush him. Max Crosby's amazing.
Max Crosby, that guy is amazing up the backfield.
Yeah, he pressures everyone. He's like 100 pressure something. Insane. So let's see So do you want to predict this game? Who do you think's going to win, Raiders and Bengals? That's the first game. That's
Bengals by. I wanna push this by 2 touchdowns.
Really? I think
just because I feel like Cincinnati has more offensive weapons. And Bengals haven't shown to be ever clutch on defense since the last.
This is a weird one because I think the Raiders coming also, but Derek Carr's been consistent this year. Every week he's been a good QB. Like he really hasn't had that much bad games. Like he's not gonna be amazing, but he'll be good. And they have some good wide receivers. Like Hunter Renfro's been really good. And their defense is average. So, but I've seen the Bengals at the end win their first playoff games in 1990.
I mean, you gotta be like, I don't know how much we can put on the season for the Raiders because it's been a crazy season.
Also, they have short rest also, and they had some like crazy. Also, they have a short rest this week because they played Saturday and they just played Sunday, so that could be a factor. And plus, the Burrow's gonna be rested because he didn't play against the Browns.
Casey Hayward's going to be out. Hopefully not. He's been limited over practice. I'm more concerned for Josh Jacobs because he's still suffering over a bit of rib injury. He hasn't been that good
this year. He was disappointing.
He hasn't. That's a bit sad. It's been mainly the connection over with Darryl Waller or Kenyon Drake that's been pushing over his weight.
So then we have the next game, which is
and even Deshaun Jackson. He's been pulling up some good highlights.
He's some. So we're gonna take the Bengals. I think I feel confident.
We're still pushing over the Bengals. I just don't feel like they have enough on defense to carry out, even though Max Crosby been having an impressive year, and Denzel Perryman, he's got some good forced fumbles lately, And I don't know. I just feel like they need to work on defensive depth, and you can pull that to the Khalil Mack trade.
Yeah, obviously Mike Mayock didn't have and Doug Gruden didn't have good trades. They drafted some like that Clement guy. They drafted Clemson. It's way too high. They've had some bad draft picks. They're not good at drafting. Then we get the next game. It's Patriots Bills, 8:15 Saturday. It's gonna be in the cold weather in Buffalo. It's supposed to be like 10 degrees, I think, and feel like 0 degrees.
This is probably the toughest game to call because they tie in their division record against each other.
And the Patriots beat the Bills. This is in Buffalo, and the Patriots beat the Bills in Buffalo. So it's gonna depend how Mac Jones plays his first game. But I think what the Patriots are gonna do is run the ball because that's what they do the best. They're not gonna have Mac Jones throw it a lot. I don't think.
Yeah, because they were averaging like what 5.8 whenever they rushed against the Bills.
The guy Stevenson, they have a really good running back. Harris is good. Stevenson is good. They have good running backs.
Kendrick Bourne as well is a good red zone threat.
Also, Aguilar's been good this year. Hunter Henry.
Aguilar, he's been in a renaissance for his career since he was in the Raiders.
And they have Hunter Henry, who's a great red zone target.
You know who else been with a career renaissance that we haven't been talking about?
Who?
Eli Apple up in Cincinnati.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm shocked by that. He's been good for that. Was a great pickup for them. I didn't expect anything from him, but he's been actually good. Yeah. But I think the Bills will win this.
I'm pushing over for the Bills too. They have more playoff experience.
Yeah, and Allen's been good in the playoffs. They know how to cover
for that defense.
Plus, it's Mac Jones' first playoff game. I don't expect it to be amazing. I get Belichick and he can beat the Bills, but I think they'll win by like 3 points, a field goal. I think. I don't think this will be high scoring. Also, I think it'll be.
I'm pushing it to 6 points. If they can hold them off of, I feel like a clutch red zone position.
It'll be low scoring this game. I feel like it'll be like it'll be like 17-14, something like that.
I'm pushing 17. I'm pushing 17-10.
Yeah, I think. Then the next game we got is Eagles-Bucks, which I'm sorry, the Eagles aren't winning. They haven't beat a team with 500 this year. They're not going to beat Brady. I don't see it happening.
They snuffed the football team twice, and they haven't beaten any legit threats.
Yeah, they haven't beaten any team with 500 this year. And they got crushed by the Cowboys, even though they didn't have hurt. That's not really fair to them because they weren't healthy.
I mean, we can push the same thing to the Cowboys too because they haven't beaten that many competitive teams above 500.
Yeah, I guess they beat. Would they beat anyone over 500? I think they've had to because
they had. I think they upsetted the Rams or something. Or the Ravens. No, I don't think they had the Ravens this year.
I know they beat some good teams.
They beat they beat the Eagles before they beat the Chargers.
Chargers.
And they beat the Saints but they got upset against the Cardinals. They lost to overtime against the Raiders. They have lost to most playoff teams.
Oh yeah, great Raiders, Cardinals. Yeah, those are 2 playoff teams.
And they pushed and they beat the Patriots in overtime, but that was when the Patriots were in the sub 500 record earlier around the seasons. The rest, and they lost to the Chiefs. They are an unproven commodity when it comes to beating teams above 500.
So yeah, I'm gonna take the Bucks over the Eagles though, like 27-13, 2 scores. Brady will be fine. Even though I don't trust the Bucks, I don't think they're winning Super Bowl this year. I'm just gonna say that right now.
31.
This is not the year.
31-17.
Yeah, I think that's fair. It's Hurts' first. Hurts can't keep up with Brady. He's good.
Hurts, and plus they still have a more legitimate.
And they have a good defense. And plus Hurts, they're gonna make him make mistakes, I think, because they're gonna blitz him and they're just gonna throw like Vita Vea. They got Jason Pierre-Paul, a great offensive line, so I think they'll win. Then this is the big game, like.
But let's push it over to a game like it's another one-sided game. Let's not get it twisted. We're not going to Steelers Chiefs. It's just not going to be competitive.
Yeah, Big Ben can keep him Mahomes. That's the main thing of this game. Mahomes will crush the Steelers defense, I think. And Big Ben, he's gonna have to throw passes.
I think Mahomes is gonna throw like 2 picks and that's it.
Yeah, and he'll have a good game.
Because they still have a good backfield. They're
like Fitzpatrick, TJ Watt, Hayward. But this will be like a 2-score game. No way Big Ben's winning.
Steelers can't stop tight ends. They can't.
Yeah, Kelsey will destroy them.
And they have had a problem stopping the run the entire season. They let DeAndre Swift. I remember that game, their first tie I mean, they're
Oh
only
God, yeah,
first
the
and only tied
Lions.
this season.
Mhm.
DeAndre Swift dropped 100 and 120 yards in that game. Played like an MVP candidate.
So I think this team's win 35-17. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe the Steelers will keep up one quarter, but after that, it won't be that close, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think the Steelers even were a high-scoring team this year.
Then we're going to talk about 49ers Cowboys, which I'm sure you have a lot to say about this. I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, I have a lot.
Yeah, I'll let you speak.
Just seeing how we are with a better running rotation
Oh, Elijah
than the
Mitchell's good. Yeah,
Cowboys.
Elijah Mitchell's been good.
Elijah Mitchell, Jawan Johnson, of course, Debo Samuels.
Oh, he's great. Yeah, he
Even though
can
we
run the
lost,
ball. Yeah,
we just got everybody that can move into a singular scheme that can
yeah,
fit.
Debo's good. He's
That I like
really
about
good.
Shanahan. I just don't think, and it's the same issue that I have with the Steelers coach. We got no time management. We don't know what the play call
I
when
mean,
the game
Garoppolo looks
matters the
good in the
most.
last game. Oh, he did
He
have
really
some good
did.
plays.
Really looked good.
That was like his best game of the
Especially
year,
that
probably.
trick play. Especially that trick play from Debo Samuels giving it to Johnson. We players like that. It's good, but
Yeah,
it's like
Debo does
regular season
everything.
fodder. We were lucky enough to even push over the double digits after a slow
This
stint
is
in the
gonna be
middle of the
close.
season.
I can see 49ers upsetting here, but I don't think the Cowboys will be a first round exit this year because of how good their defense is and how good their offense is.
Dude, don't you know our history with the Cowboys in the playoffs?
I know it's a very historic game, but I don't know. It can go either way. I can see if this could be like the upset of the weekend. I think
I'm pushing 30 to 25.
for the 49ers.
Yeah.
That's fair, yeah. This could go either way. This is like this is like the game I'm most excited for.
We
Honestly.
have the biggest momentum riding against two of our division rivals. We upsetted the Rams. We upsetted the Cardinals. And we can't upset the Cowboys.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. Now you make a point.
I think we have the biggest chip in our shoulder for
Then,
the season.
I think this is the matchup that I think will be the most competitive. Is Cardinals Rams. It's the horse is on Monday this year. The first time they're doing that.
I need to ask you this question: do you think the Rams have fallen short?
Yeah, Stafford has not
think,
looked good in the second half. He's looked bad in the second half, Stafford.
And the Cardinals after their loss against the Seahawks?
I think the Cardinals could win, honestly. Now that I think about it. Because they get J.J. Watt back also, which is insane. But also the Rams have Aaron Donald still.
Aaron Donald. I mean, if we can push over the Cardinals having Watt, Buda Baker, even though I don't feel like Buda Baker hasn't made much noise in the second half of the season. They do have they can't stop short gain runs. And the Rams have a better advantage because guess who the Cardinals don't have right now on offense?
Yeah, they don't have Hopkins.
They don't have Hopkins.
Coming back. Is he coming back for playoffs?
Did they sit him down when he was healthy?
I believe they said when he got hurt, he was coming back for the playoffs. Let me check.
I mean, if that's the case, he needs to come back over in the form of in his good condition.
Let's see. I don't see anything about him. That's weird. They need him.
The Cardinals, this was coming off when they had a 7-game winning streak until losing the Packers. Then they got upset against, and then they've fallen off, losing to the Rams, losing to the Panthers, losing to the Seahawks in the final game. They have literally went, and you guys are not going to like this. They've losing 4 of their last 6 games.
Yeah, I think that the Rams were good to the end, though.
When your only wins were against Dallas and Chicago, that's not a good look. You guys got shut out by Jared Goff.
Yeah, I still like Kyler Murray. I think he's a good QB. I think he's like a top 10 QB. But their defense isn't that good, and they need Hopkins.
Kyler Murray just can't throw that well whenever he's pressured out, especially when he's trying to create his own plays. The Colts were obviously a better fundamental team, and you saw how they were against Jacksonville.
Oh God, that was
I had them going to the playoffs. Damn it!
The Colts are so funny. Carson Wentz.
Yo, I swear to God, I still owe my friend $10.
Well, that was a funny game.
Go back to the gym.
It was Trevor Lawrence's breakout game. That was a big story of it. He finally looked good, which is the best thing for the job. Even though they're still a horrible organization.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence looked good. It looks like he was finally gelling over, pushing good read routes. The defense was
Brown,
getting there. And the
yeah,
defense
yeah.
always
Josh
could do
Allen,
their
he's good.
job.
Miles Jack.
Yeah, Miles Jack, Josh Allen, of course, the better Josh Allen. Yeah.
Yeah. You're wrong.
And they're doing this with the defense they haven't had like 4 years ago.
I
Maybe
know,
like
it's
five.
disappointing. And then they need a new coach also. They need a good coach for Trevor Lawrence, some offensive-minded coach. Our career didn't work. We all
Byron
know.
Leftwich, possibly. I don't know how
Or
he is
Kellen
going to
Moore.
be in the.
Or Kellen Moore. The guy from the
Kellen
Cowboys. He's
Moore.
really good. He's smart. He's helped that Cowboys offense. I like him.
Or Brandon Floyd, because I want to pull for Flores because
He can go to the
it's
Giants,
just
I think. Or Dabo. Or the guy for the Bills.
He can probably. I wouldn't push Bills. I would push Giants because it's a more defensive focus, and the Giants suck on defense.
Yeah, they were bad this year. I think or
Often,
Jim Harbaugh could be a possibility. Depending he wants to go to the Raiders.
Really?
Yeah,
I mean, it's
he
still
wants to go
pushing
to
West
NFL.
Coast.
So
Interesting.
he wants the NFL job. I'm still surprised.
He wants an NFL job back after like several years. Like, you know how much these college assholes are gonna try to make me feel like Michigan's gonna be relevant again.
Yeah, well, Michigan was in the. They got crushed by Georgia. Well, speaking of, Georgia won actually last night.
Georgia
Which good
won the
for
national
them.
title.
Yeah, good for them.
Congrats. Let's
They
clap
finally
it up.
Yeah,
You
they finally
didn't
beat
choke.
Alabama. You beat Kirby
Falcons.
Smart.
Make sure this is a sign.
And the Braves. And the Braves in Georgia.
And the Braves.
To Atlanta.
It looks like there's teams in Georgia that focus
Turning
on
around.
we need to break the cycle. We don't want to lose games anymore.
We finally did it. Banana Sports are starting to turn
Absolutely.
around.
Next, we'll get the Thrashers back.
Kirby Smart, he finally won. He beat his coach he was always with in Miami and Alabama. Kirby Smart, I'm happy for him. He deserved it.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that their QB was a walk-on. Like, he walked on.
The QB was a walk-on? That's a hell of a story.
I know, and he won the national. He wasn't even starting at the end of the year, and the QB got hurt, and he came in. So that's great.
So I mean, I don't want to say it's like the Hurts and Tua story. It was like performance-wise. It wasn't off injury. So next we got the divisional rounds. So
I made a
Packers Bucks.
Yeah, here I have the
you can share screen it right now. I'll display it when people see.
Oh, how do I? Okay, let me do that. How do I do that? Let's see. Go here. Oh, Sarah. Okay.
It's CTE. Okay.
Okay. There. So we got
Should
the matchups.
Be there. Here we go.
So we're gonna start from Bengals and Titans. You can see it, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. So we got Bengals and Titans first, which is an interesting matchup, I think, because I think the Bengals can win this. Honestly, I know the Titans getting Derrick Henry back, but I see the Bengals making the run. I still think the Titans they're not impressive once in my opinion. I'm sorry. I know they had a lot of injuries. I know they okay. I'll give Mike
Julio Jones. I was expecting more of the best complementary threat, but he hasn't shown that.
Yeah, AJ Brown was the wide receiver. That's a debate. Who do you think's gonna win this though?
I want to push. I just because I feel like the Titans weren't facing that many good teams. The most competitive games they had over the season were against the Saints, and they just haven't been showing much offensively since the Derrick Henry injury. And when they were actually beating teams above 500, like the only team that they've shown that they can beat was the Bills and the Chiefs.
Yeah, but they've had good seasons still. But considering how much people got hurt, like they had to use like the most people. I'm pretty sure they had to use like the most players in the season or something.
So I know this is a bit hard to call because we don't know what to expect.
I think the Bengals personally.
We're pushing Bengals.
Close. Yeah, I think so. But I think Joe Burrow, they're hotbed. The Bengals, they're on a roll. Burrows, they have T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, Joe Mixon, a great offense, a defense that can be good sometimes with Trey Henderson, Eli Apple. Like,
the Bengals always have this reputation. They have very athletic and talented criminals.
Oh, yeah, Vontae's perfect. The guy made
Montez
Antonio Brown.
Perfect,
Give him
Pac-Man
CTE.
Jones.
Give him CTE. Antonio Brown.
Oh yes, Antonio Brown. He just left because Montez Perfect is remote controlling his brain waves. That's how it works. All right, next we got.
Bills, Chiefs.
You want to go NFC, or you just want us to complete AFC, and then we'll go to the next?
Yeah, we'll complete AFC.
Okay, so
Bills,
we got
Chiefs.
A
rematch of the conference championship from last year. So. This is a hard one.
I'm just gonna push Chiefs.
Yeah, I think so also, because I don't think the Bills can prove they can beat the Chiefs. Also, I know they beat them this year, but is Josh Allen can he beat Mahomes in the playoffs? I don't think so.
I mean, it's just relying on one thing.
His running.
Their biggest rusher, their biggest yardage per. It's just at Josh Allen running the ball.
Yeah, I know.
When you can't find Stephon Diggs or Cole or Knox, it's just not that good. And there's nothing wrong with Devin Singletary. He's not a bad running back. He's an average running back. He's not Sony Michel from the Chiefs. I mean, from the Rams. That's the problem here. He can't create his own moves. He can't rush the ball. He's not the biggest effort of yardage. I want to push over for the Chiefs all because they just have a more balanced offense. The problem that I have with the Chiefs, I guess it's pushing to their defense. It's not as good as last year.
Yeah, it's average at the best. At least they have but I think we'll take the Chiefs. I maybe 35, 28, 29, something like that. I would say.
Oh, you're not gonna like it. I want to say 21-42. I feel like even though they have a good backfield, even though the Bills have a good backfield.
did blow them out last year, but I think the Bills will be more ready. Yeah, you're right. They actually did blow them out the last year.
Yeah, I just feel like because they just don't have a more competitive front seven. They don't have. They have a good backfield, but how are you gonna stop Hurts? How are you gonna stop Kelsey? How are you gonna stop Kelsey? How are you going to stop Hardman over up the midfield? And they haven't been consistent. That's how the Patriots beat them last game. And especially when you're having a good running back like Chiefs have. That's my concern. Because if we're just looking right here, Clyde Edwards-Helaire has just been killing it. And it looks like Radar's taking a bit of a break.
Okay, there.
All right.
So yeah, we picked up Bills. So we picked the Chiefs. That's there.
All right. So next we got Packers, Niners.
Of course, we know the 49ers owned the Packers in the playoffs recently. But the Packers are different this year, though. I think a good defense finally for Rodgers. I think this is their year. The Packers. Rodgers playing at a lead level. I just think so.
I'm pushing Niners.
No, I don't think so. The Packers have to win. Rodgers is the MVP, I think, and they finally have a good defense.
It could have been Kyler Murray. I know people are trying to push through Jonathan Taylor,
but I think it'll be Rodgers now. Taylor didn't make the playoffs. It'll definitely be Rodgers now. It won't be Brady.
Yeah, I mean, if we're looking, it's a more well-balanced defense than last season. I'm more secure over to the receiving core.
They got Razu Douglas, Jared Allen.
Razu Douglas. King is actually not getting mossed.
Yeah, he's been decent this year. He's like a fourth cornerback now. So he's not like the second one. They got Russell Douglas, which is good.
Do they still have Christian Kirksey, or that was just a year?
I don't think they have him anymore. I'll check.
Yeah, never mind. I saw him on Houston.
Oh.
Yeah, we know where all the 2010s, the has-beens go.
So,
yeah.
I think I'm going to pick the Packers, though. I know.
Yeah, we got to push. I hate to see it, but at least this is an improvement. We make it to the second round.
Yeah, I know. At least they beat the Cowboys, which is, like, impressive. And maybe they trade Garoppolo again. Do you want to trade Garoppolo and give Trey Lance a start with Shanahan?
I want to push over for Garoppolo. Not an extension. I don't know if we can push franchise tag.
Apparently, you want to trade him.
I think that's what we. I don't want the same circumstances as Mitchell Trubisky, because at least we have more playoff success with Garoppolo, and he has more of a huge stock into him because he still has a few years of football he can still play. Mm-hmm. But let's take the Packers for the conference championship.
Yeah, it'll be close
game to go. Very close. I'm expecting 24-28.
Mm-hmm. Then we got Rams at the Bucks. And what do you think about this one?
I haven't been seeing much of the offensive showcase that much for the other than Cooper Kupp. I mean, sure, we get that off a bit sometimes.
Cooper Kupp is good.
Rams.
Cooper Kupp is great, decent running back. And they
have an average rotation.
They have Cam Akers coming back.
Yeah.
Darrell Henderson,
Darrell Henderson, he's going to be back into form, but I don't know how much you're going to play him. He's probably going to get limited play. Leonard Fournette has just been more consistent.
Yeah, and they got, even though they don't have, Gronk hasn't been playing that good this year. Like,
Gronk can still, be a vocal part of the offense. He will average you at least 14, 15 yards of a reception. I am not doubting that Gronkowski won't show up in the playoffs.
Yeah, he did that last year also, so you're right. But do you think the Bucs win? I think so. This is Brady.
Yeah, we're just gonna push. We're gonna push Buccaneers. This is an NFC title rematch.
Yeah, it is from last year. Remember Brady versus Lambeau Field?
In the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field.
This should be two good matchups, honestly. Bengals, Chiefs, and I would be fine with those. Especially Bengals, Chiefs. That would be
two
a really good
high octane offenses with a young unit. Of course, two proven quarterbacks. Of course,
Brady.
Mahomes is with more success and more experience.
So
I mean, it's gonna be hard to call here.
I think the Chiefs make it.
It's gonna be the Chiefs.
I don't think Burrow can go that far. He'll have a good run in his second season. Technically, his rookie season he got hurt, but I don't think they can make it all the way to the Super Bowl. They're not there yet. I think they will be in a few years if they get good offensive line.
The front offense up screwing over with their youth, and they can actually make a contender. And don't pull a Carson Wentz. I mean, no, don't pull a Carson Palmer like you did with Andy Dalton.
Yeah, but we'll take the Chiefs. I think it'll be high scoring. I think 38-31.
I'm pushing 31-32. Or I want to send by a field goal.
Yeah, something like that. So we got the Chiefs moving on to the Super Bowl for the third straight year in a row.
Against the Packers and Buccaneers.
I think it's the Rodgers beats Brady this time. This is different this time because the Buccaneers don't have Godwin and they don't have Antonio Brown. So that means Evans gonna get a lot of targets.
Do you feel like they've fallen vulnerable for some parts of the season?
Oh yeah, definitely. But they're still a good
against their upset against the Saints. I mean, they're still a good game. They're still a good team.
Yeah, that Saints one was really disappointing. That's what took Brady out of the MVP conversation.
Absolutely.
Definitely, because he got shut out by a Saints team that they're good, but they aren't amazing. They didn't even make the playoffs.
The teams they lost to were the Rams.
They
lost to the Saints twice, actually. Yeah, so the Saints actually made it. They could have the biggest chip on the shoulder if they had the division rivals in the second round. And they lost to Washington. I think I remember that game. That was on home field.
Oh yeah, they beat the Washington. I think we'll take the Packers though. Do you agree? I see if Rodgers beats Brady. I think
we gotta push. We gotta push Packers because they've been showing out a bit more consistent.
Yeah, and the Rodgers has been better. They have better wide receivers. like more better offensive line. I see the Bucks probably better offensive line, but I think Packers and Chiefs Super Bowl this year.
I mean, many people really wanted it to be the Bucks and the Chiefs rematch from last year.
Yeah, I've seen people say that, but I think the Packers and Chiefs would be better probably.
I mean, to the extent of like how we got here and most of the and like Devontae Adams used to be playing like a beast. AJ Dillon has been showing him to be a good complementary of the offense.
I think he's gonna be a good in the playoffs though, and I think he's gonna break out. I think he's one of the guys who can have like a huge postseason
I agree.
for the Packers. Along with like Lazard, maybe I can see him
Alan
having
Lazard, he's been
decent lately.
Who's Collier? I forgot, but who's their white receiver? I'm sorry for saying that. It's like I got to tell them apart because
I don't even know which one they have. I don't even know. Do they have? Oh, I know they have Rand, but he's not. I know they have Randall Cobb, but it's not him.
Randall Cobb. I think it's Collier. I forgot what. I know it begins with a C.
So then we got the Packers and Chiefs in the Super Bowl. And I'm sorry, but I think Rodgers wins his first Super Bowl in 10 years. I think.
It'd be a good
story. Maybe retires then. I don't know.
I want to push for the Chiefs. I think there's going to be an impasse here. I want to push for the Chiefs. I understand what you're saying with the Packers.
Because Rodgers' last ride, maybe.
We can push over for Rodgers because he has a better.
They're just better this year. I think he's better than Mahomes this year also.
Success.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I want to push it to the Packers.
Yeah, I think
that would be a good thing. Like,
yeah, good story. Like, because after he wanted to get traded in the off season, like the last dance kind of.
People, it's gonna be probably the best postseason you'll ever get to see.
Yeah, I think this would be a good postseason. Like, there's some good matchups.
There seems to be some promising teams. Of course,
it would have been better though. I think if the Chargers maybe we would have got Chargers and Chiefs, which would have been much better than Steelers.
I'd rather see Ravens and Chiefs again than Steelers and Chiefs, to be honest. And they used to be the freaking 3 seed like 5 weeks ago, and now
Lamar got hurt.
Lamar got hurt, and Tyler Huntley, he tried his best. I'm not gonna call him ass.
Yeah, he's not bad. He always beat the Rams, so he wasn't a bad QB. He actually had some good games.
I guess we can call him I forgot. He used to play for Ohio State. He wore number 10. Tristan Smith. I forgot his name.
Yeah, I think these are good predictions, though. I think.
Yeah, I think many people. I'm probably gonna expect this for the season.
What do you think the score will be?
People are gonna say.
What do you think the score will be?
The score. I'm pushing 21-24.
Oh. Yeah, I think that's a close game.
But certain teams are going to make mistakes.
Rodgers will have a big fourth quarter, I think.
It's got to be a big fourth quarter, especially off the 2 best quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah,
and don't feel like we're counting out any of the other teams from the playoffs.
Yeah,
how long it's been since it's been for the Bengals to make the playoffs? Since 2015.
Yeah, the Raiders have won a playoff game since 1990. Yeah, like that. Let's see who else here.
Like we have high stock on the Bengals for all you bewildered Bengals fans.
We think they're
still wearing your Pro Bowl Ocho Cinco musty ass jerseys.
Yeah, we're high on them. I love Burrow. They're a good team. Like
yeah, none of you guys regret giving Carlos Dunlap that much money anyway. None of you guys.
So.
Yeah, but that's our predictions, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you guys haven't seen this live, you can still watch it over on the channel. And of course, let me see if I can get a link for your channel. If you want to see work from Rated R BFB, we even I think we did another collab, but it was also with Destroyer.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to see that stuff and other work from him, bro, go ahead and check the channel. Hopefully we can do NBA playoffs.
Review maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe do like a review of the games next week. Talk about them.
Yeah, we can review the games.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know how that's going to be easy for me. I think I'll get to see more wild cards than probably divisional round because I got work.
Mm-hmm.
But we can still review them because I have ways to see them.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get this going real quick before we go off. Put that up in the chat. I'm going to try to put that down in the description below. But yeah, those are for our predictions. Will it be the Packers? Or will it be the Chiefs? Will it be any other team here in the NFL?
Bills.
It's going to be crazy. We're going to also do in-depth reviews heading into this postseason. I'm so excited. Let's do it. Hopefully the Niners wipe that smile out of every Cowboys fan's face. That's what I'm excited to see the most.
Mm-hmm.
And let's get ready.
Thank you for doing this. Yeah,
this was fun. Hope to see you guys next time. That's it for me and BFB here on the DS.